Great to be back here. I was here about a decade ago in the caucuses for Barack Obama, but I'm here to listen, to hear kind of the beating heart of this country right now, and to see that it's not much different than whether you're in Los Angeles, in a rural area in Indiana, here in Iowa. I think people are feeling disconnected from Washington and disconnected from the values that are coming out of Washington. What better place to be than right here to inspire folks who are running for office this year, do all we can in 2018 to return some people who will reflect this country to power, and also just to see what's working on the ground and to share stories of what's working in my hometown that can be in other parts of this country to help people work, have more job security, and see a future that they fit into here in America. There's
been this debate within the Democratic Party about whether it's the progressive party, whether it's the party of the emerging electorate, right, the minorities, the expanding electorate, or the lessons of the 2016 election. Did we lose sight on the working class, the working class white voter? How do you reconcile? Can you do both in this political environment?
You don't have to choose between your heart and your soul. I think that, in fact, whenever I've won a campaign, it's not because I'm out there talking. It's because I'm out there listening. Democrats need to be less obsessed with our agenda and more obsessed with America's agenda and Americans' agenda. The debt that they feel that they're swimming in. The opportunities that they feel have left them behind, the future, which they wonder, is there a job and a place in it for me? And that should be the sweet spot for Democrats. We're the ones who raise people's wages. We're the ones who provide health care. We're the ones who say if you work hard, you will get decent pay and decent benefits and you can retire. Right now in America, that's not the way it is. And I think a lot of Americans have been sold a bill of goods. The swamp was supposed to be cleaned up. It's only gotten swampier.
Is there room in a Democratic 2020 field for so many Californians?
I hope there's room for as many patriots as look at this country and say we need to go in a new direction. And I think most of us are on that same team of recognizing these aren't American values. This isn't a weak America that we want to see in the world where people can't predict what we're going to do, our friends can't count on us, our enemies don't think we're ever going to actually come through on our threats. But we're seeing weakness come out of the White House right now. We need to bring strength back, and I think that people who are Democrats, who are governing at the local, the state level, are showing that strength. And so Eric and Kamala are both dear friends. People from around this country are running for office for the first time, 20,000 women. This is a moment for the grassroots to rise up and not be about a label or just about an ideological point, but about being good, decent people who make sure that everybody is included in the vision of America tomorrow.
The president really has picked a fight with California, right? He seems to be singling it out with some of his policy decisions, but calling it out by name. It's a lawless state. How would you stand up to him in a presidential debate and defend the state, but also be able to translate that for the country?
I think California scares him. I think cities that embrace a sense of belonging for everyone scares him. We know it works. Yes, this is who we are, but it also is because police professionals say this is what works. Who would you rather trust, a cop or a politician? To me, that's a pretty clear call when it comes to public safety, and I'll never stop listening to that. And it's pure politics. I think that he holds a grudge. So Florida gets its coastline protected, but California, whoever has an oil drill, he wants to open up that beautiful coastline. You need to be a president for everybody. The day you're elected, take your partisanship away and make sure you govern for this entire nation, not just be somebody holding on to grudges every day.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.